Well, it's great to be back this time of year again. Want to thank Eric and the RMAC for putting this event on. It's great exposure for our conference and the things that we're doing. Talking about our Mountaineer football team in 2013, just kind of going through the positions. A few things that I'd like to share with you guys today is, we finally feel we're in a position where we have some veteran players in our program that have, been in the program for a couple years. They understand how we need to practice, how we need to compete in the off season, during the season, and we finally have that in our program. So we're returning, a couple 2 to 3 year starters in our program. We've made some strides over the last couple years. Unfortunately, the wins and losses haven't came, and I think our kids are hungry this year to make that change. And we feel as a coaching staff we're in a better position going into 2013 with the group of guys that we have. So, we're definitely looking forward to this season, and we're excited to get started. On the offensive side of the ball, we're starting with our offensive line. It starts up front with those guys. We're returning 3 players. That's A.J. Pinterpi, who played right guard for us. He started 6 games. Jared Mendocino, who's our right tackle last year as a redshirt freshman, started all 11 games. And then Renee Harrow-Sipes, who will be a 3-year starter for us. He's been playing guard for us. So those are the 3 that we're returning. We have a lot of young guys that I'm not sure where they're going to fall in those positions. We're obviously looking for a couple guys to replace our seniors from last year. But, we have a competitive group coming in. They're physically ready to compete, and we're looking forward to seeing what they can do here in a couple weeks. At running back, this one's kind of up in the air for us right now. We graduated senior Jermaine Daniels, who'd been starting there for the last couple years. Brady Gassaway is taking a lot of reps there. He'll be a junior. Justin Walton, Arius Norris, and Anthony Apodaca are returners for us, so they'll all get a chance to show us some things here in fall camp. And then we have 3 freshmen we feel very good about. That's Austin Eckler, Vince Grasso, and Keenan Britton that, we feel can come in and compete right away and are capable of competing. So we'll know after fall camp and as we head into the opener where we're going to be at, but, those are the guys that we have there. At quarterback, we will be bringing in 8 guys to fall camp. We have 2 returning redshirt freshmen that did a great job for us this spring. They competed well. They've learned our system. They've put themselves in a pretty good position to compete for that job. And then we're bringing in 6 new guys, 2 JC transfers and 4 high school players. And all we feel are capable of competing for that job. At that position, we haven't had the competition level we've needed, and I've heard a lot of coaches talk about, having the competition, having, 2-3 guys that can compete there. This is the first year we feel we can do that, and so we're excited to bring in that number of guys, and looking forward to seeing what they can do. Tight end, we do run tight end sets in our offense. We returned Tyler Scheller. He had 22 receptions for us last year. He'll be a senior. Chris Morgan was a sophomore last year for us and took some quality reps, and he'll be a guy that provides us the opportunity to run some, multiple tight end sets out on the field. And then we have Noah Thompson, who will be a redshirt freshman, who we're pretty excited about and is a pretty versatile player. And those are the 3 guys that we have there. Receiver, we returned 2 seniors. Benny Kirkwood, again, led us in receptions with 22. He'll be a senior. And then Lucas Adams, he's from Colorado Springs. He led our team with touchdown receptions. Those are our 2 veteran players that we have. And then we have a couple young guys that did a lot of good things for us last year. Reeve Sanders and Travis Haney, both from Colorado. They played as true freshmen last year. They're a little bit more explosive than maybe some of the other guys, and they provide a different element for us on the field. So we're looking forward to those 4 guys coming back. And then for the first time, we feel like we've brought in some receivers coming in from the high school level and junior college level that can provide us some depth and create some competition. We brought in guys that have a little bit more size, a little bit more speed that can really go up and get the ball. So it'll be an interesting fall camp to see who can come out of there and make some plays and see where guys land. One junior college transfer is Kendall Worth. He's a Ventura College transfer. Came in, he just got here this summer. We're excited about him. He's a pretty dynamic player. He lined up in the backfield as a running back. He played in the slot, lined up outside. He can do a lot of different things, so we're excited to get him involved in the offense as well. Talking about our defense, It all starts up front for us, and that starts in the middle of our defensive line, and that's Lane Stute. He's going to be a senior for us. He's a two-time all-conference performer. It starts up front with that group. We're pretty we got a pretty good group of guys up there, veteran group. We have 3 seniors up front along with a couple of juniors. Demo Schmidt has been a 2-year starter for us as well, so this will be his 3rd year starting. And then Josh Hartner and Colton Emick both have had various starts over their career and have taken a lot of snaps for us and had a couple starts over the last couple years. So those are the 4 guys that we return that have been extremely solid for us up front. They're the strongest we've been. They're the main reason we've been able to play well on defense over the last year, and we're looking forward to seeing them progress moving forward. We have a couple freshmen that we feel pretty good about. Tommy Chavera, Mac McClung provide us some depth at those positions as well, and we got good numbers coming in. At linebacker, starting with our inside linebackers, I have one here with us today, and that's Jaden Terry, who will be a junior for us. He's our 2nd leading tackler on the team last year, and then senior Brian Amsbury, who was also top 5 in tackles. Both have started a lot of football games for us. Brian has been a 3-year starter for us. Jaden has been a 2-year starter for us as well, and we're looking forward to seeing what they can do with the mixture of guys that we have coming in. Zach Stansberry is from Olathe, Colorado, has really turned it on this last year with his commitment in the offseason and those things. We're excited to get him in the mix. And then we have transfer Leif Swanbaum from University of Wyoming, who we're hoping we can get in the mix here pretty fast as well. At outside linebacker, we graduated 1 senior. Calvin Winter returns. He started 11 games for us. And then Ty Henry also will be a junior. Got a lot of reps, saw a lot of playing time. Those 2 guys will return. We got some, we feel pretty good depth behind them with Devin Suits. He's going to be a redshirt freshman, and Jake Bernhard. Jake's finally healthy, and we're looking forward to seeing what he can do. He's a physical, tough kid. Devin is a rangy, long kid that has some pass rush ability, so we're hoping he can help us generate a pass rush going into this season. In the secondary, talking about our safeties, we return Cole Wallachek and Mike Lopez. Both started for us last year. Both played very well for us. And then we add Johnny Pieper back into the mix, who also, I know a couple coaches talked about, has been granted his 6-year back, and he made the decision to come back for a final semester. He'll be a senior as well. It's safety for us this year. We have quite a few guys that we feel are capable of filling that role for us that have played over the last season to 2 seasons, and we feel pretty good about. We do have a junior college transfer in Javon Williams from Coffeyville College that'll help our secondary out at corner and safety. Talking about corner, the staple that's been there for the last couple of years for us has been E.J. Crease. He's a 3-year starter. He'll be coming back for his senior year, and we're hoping he embraces that role, and he's done a great job for us. Being a good leader in the secondary for us. Sophomore Gerald Coleman from Texas started a few games for us last year, and then Mark Jones, Cole Wadsworth, and we moved Chase Yeager was a running back for us last year. He'll play corner for us, and they'll compete for some time there as well. So we feel we have a couple of guys that can compete for that job. Special teams, we returned both our punter and place kicker in Stephen Ballard and Dakota Swinehart. Both will be competing for the job this year. Dakota, he'll compete for some kickoff duties as well. And then we have redshirt freshman Sterling Rose that is capable of doing both. So it'll be competitive heading into spring ball. Just as I finish up, just talking about, the final things I wanted to share was, we're excited. I know you guys have heard that a lot of times. We're looking forward to starting camp. We finally feel we're in a position that, we can compete against the teams in the RMAC. And obviously it's been a competitive league over the years, and it just continues to get better and better. And we're excited about where we're at. We finally have a veteran group. Our guys are hungry to compete as well, and we feel like we have the talent level to start competing against the teams in the RMAC. So, any questions?